Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. People dancing, people laughing, a man selling ice cream, singing Italian songs. Everybody is another. Can you dig it? Yes, I can. And I've been waiting such a long time for Saturday. And those are the lyrics from the song Saturday in the Park by, I think it's Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know if I could apply the same words to the gardens, but the gardens are in the park, as in the Botanic Gardens here in Queens Park in Toowoomba. And it is a beautiful spring day here in the land down under. That's right. Spring has sprung. And I say that because only a few days ago I was talking about it being wintertime. And I just thought I would come down and smell the roses, so to speak, and bring you along. Somewhere in this park is somebody that's going to be doing chalk art. I think a rather large mural of chalk art. And they're going to be doing it from 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock to give you some idea as to how long that's going to take. But, I thought I would just bring you along and take a nice stroll through the park. I know I've done several videos here, but, just bear with me. Here's some information about the history of the garden's development. It spans 26.5 hectares and was registered as a place of significance on the Queensland Heritage Register in 2001. It was the vision of Toowoomba's first mayor, William Henry Groom, to create a large public park as a healthful place of recreation. Land was gazetted as a park in 1869 and named Queens Park. So then it goes on to give you some information about the gardens. These gardens were the second of 8 branch botanic gardens established in Queensland under the direction of Walter Hill, the curator of the Brisbane Botanic Gardens. It goes on to give you some information about that. But it really is it's a beautiful place. It's such a nice amenity to have as part of this beautiful community of Toowoomba. And I couldn't ask for a nicer day. You see a lot of folks out wearing shorts, such as myself. I think this is the first time that I can recall wearing shorts in quite a while. Really, quite some time. And I was just telling a friend of mine in Brazil, who shares the same hemisphere as myself, that it's kind of takes some getting used to, as far as spring being normally what would be autumn for me. But look at these flowers right here. Look at how beautiful they are. Every week I come down and it changes a little bit. Look at that. Wow. Here's another beautiful bed here. Where they really do a nice job. And it won't be long before the Carnival of Flowers actually starts. I think that'll be kicking in here in about another little bit over a week from now. And I'm sure it'll be a little bit different given the current global situation. Normally they would have all types of, I think, festivities and concerts and all that type of stuff. But I'm sure they'll still manage to put on a nice show. Look at these right here. This garden. It really is beautiful. Very nice. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to find somewhere here, somewhere in this park, they have somebody doing some chalk art. I'll see if I can't find it. I'm just going to let the camera roll and just bring you along. Look at that. Boy, when I first came to Toowoomba, there was no color other than green in these flower beds. And now I've been here the better part of a month and a half, if not 2 months. And I've seen these beds of green turn into just vibrant colors. Look at all of this. Wow. That really looks beautiful. Look at that. That is beautiful. This is the Garden City here. There's no shortage of people that are out looking at the flowers. I think this is a bed of petunias. You see the little ones. I just love the pictures, or love the flowers, I should say. The parents love the pictures. Well, these are just these are in full bloom. Look at that.
That's why Brie got the life insurance.
Just beautiful.
He's like, Brie wants to buy a Range Rover.
I see an area over in the distance that's kind of roped off. Maybe that's where they're doing the chalk art. More flowers for you. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to start a photo album on Facebook. The flowers of Toowoomba. For those of you that might have missed it on one of my other videos, people say the origin of the name Toowoomba comes from a Aborigine telling one of the first settlers that this was Woomba Woomba here in what's known as the Darling Downs, and they decided to call it Toowoomba, as in the repetition of the word Woomba. So Woomba Woomba became Toowoomba. Look at this. Here's some information about a woman named Emma Miller. She was a suffragist, union organizer, and champion of the rights of man. If I can share that with you. The world is my country. To do good is my religion. These words sum up the humanitarian conviction Emma lived during her lifetime. She was born in England in 1839 and arrived in Brisbane, or Brizzy as they call it here, in 1879. She quickly became aware of the inequalities people suffered in Queensland. There had been no universal legislative program for the improvement of the population. And it goes on to tell a little bit more about her. Really is a special place. I would imagine a lot of you that follow my videos are accustomed to the autumn right about this time of year, just as I am. And you can probably appreciate, whereas you're watching or anticipating the leaves changing on the trees and the first frost. Here we are. Here we're anticipating summertime in the land down under. Now, I don't know if this is what they're doing. Yeah, this would be the chalk right here. So they're gonna do the chalk art. Is this where the chalk art is gonna be? Right here? Who's the artist? You are. You're the artist. Okay. Wonderful. So she's setting up, getting ready to go. I told my girlfriend in Brazil that I was going to ask you to do a big heart that says "I love Silvana" on it somewhere in the mural. Huh? All right. So she'll try to do a little heart with "I love Silvana," but give you some information on the lady that's doing it here. This is the artist in residence. We were just talking to Christy Richardson. Toowoomba artist Christy Richardson believes everyone can be creative and anyone can be artistic with just a little help. Known for her bold use of color, Christy's trademark style is bright and fun. So there you see Christy doing a selfie right there. Okay. And Christy's business is Created Offers, Kreate, Created Offers painting workshops. So we'll come back in a little bit and see what she's going to be putting together. I bet it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so here's where she's going to be doing the chalk art right here. So we'll come back. Really nice.
Come back in 15, 20 minutes.
Put the microphone back on the camera here. And up here you have these beautiful trees here, which I think are bunya trees. Rather interesting. And just up here on the other side of the fence, you have the dog park. And this is where folks will bring their dogs down to let them run free and play with a lot of the other residents of Toowoomba's dogs. I'm probably about 2 weeks shy of, I think it would be my 57th anniversary of my time here on this earth. And I plan on, hopefully, Lord willing, doing something special for my birthday. Like maybe going whale watching. Look at this path. And just over here you would have the dog park. There's actually not as many people out with dogs on a Saturday that I would think there would be. And just over here you have some young ones that are playing, looks like they've got soccer practice or football going on. Just like you would see in almost any other any other place in the world on a Saturday morning. There's another one of these trees right here. Wow. Really is nice. Here you can grab yourself what I assume would be a coffee at Kelly's coffee van. But you'd actually walk up, you wouldn't say give me a coffee, you'd walk up and say give me a long black is what you would order. So you'd come up and order yourself a long black, or maybe a cappuccino or a flat white, I think they call it. Wow. And just up over here they have a playground. Australia really is a special place. See, there's the playground with a lot of folks enjoying the morning and the weather. No shortage of playgrounds in Toowoomba. Not at all. No shortage of trees either. Alright. So I'm gonna head back over towards the Botanic Garden, and I'll actually come back a little bit later and see the progress of the chalk art. I'm on my way back from the market. I went to do a little shopping at the farmer's market, and in doing so I passed by this home here, and it sure has a lot of charm to it. And look at the beautiful garden that they have. They have a little trampoline as well, so I would imagine there's probably some young ones here at this house, but it really is charming. Look at the porch with the wrought iron work there, and the roof. You got the tin roof. I don't know if it's tin, but maybe that's what they call it. But it really is a nice home. It's got a lot of charm to it. Pan back across over the garden right here. Isn't that beautiful? This home is right adjacent to the park. The address is 80, I think it's 80 Margaret Street. I think this is, well, no, this wouldn't be Margaret Street, but the street that runs right between the Botanic Garden and Cobb & Co. Whatever street that is, but that's house number 80. Now, I'm kind of curious to see. I'm just about to head home, and I know it was curiosity that killed the cat, but seeing as I'm not a cat and I am curious, I'm going to risk it and go back over and see the progress on that chalk mural. It's one thing to see it started and another thing to see it completed, but I like to peek in and see the progress. It would actually be pretty cool to do a time-lapse photograph of the of that. Maybe that's what I'll do next week, just to do a nice time lapse. So we'll find our way over. I think it's not too far up ahead. We'll see what progress has been made on the mural here, the chalk art in the park. Alright, I stopped by to see the progress that Christy has been making, and you can see she's well underway here with her mural, and she was saying that she's going to try to fill up this whole space right here. So I'm going to come back a little bit later, and I'll finish the video by sharing with you what she was able to put together here. So when you start to do one of these murals, do you have it in your head? You have a...
I pre-planned, I painted something and pre-planned it. I mean, it's honestly going a bit different to what it was. But this is the start of what I did, and I'll be adding a whole heap of other flowers in there, and I'll just kind of make it up as I go along.
Yeah,
so
wonderful.
It works pretty well, as long as it's bright, colourful, and you can see what it is.
And it doesn't rain.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, hopefully.
Although
when you do spill the water, hence example this, that's what happens. But we fixed it, so no, it'll be good. Once it dries, I'll add some other detail and see what it comes out like.
Ah, I see. Wonderful. All right, sounds good. All right, folks, we'll come back a little bit. Come back a little bit later and see the progress, or see the finished result. You know, I was just walking away, and I didn't dawn on me earlier, but so what they'll do is she'll put the chalk down, and then she comes back with a brush and a little water to get it right into the asphalt. You see? Now, I don't know if that's a trick she learned when she was a little girl growing up in Toowoomba or not. You know, maybe it was. You know, but look at that. You see? Isn't that something?
Painting a beautiful picture out of chalk.
Right.
Almost looks like a watercolor.
We'll be back later.
Take a photo of it.
It is well near the end of the day, and the scene has changed a little bit. I went home and took a nap, did a little work, a little bit of laundry, and I found my way back here to Queen's Park here in Toowoomba, and in doing so, you can see here there's a group over here. I don't know what they're doing. They have a little table set up. They're playing some cards, I think. Maybe they're having some type of a shower or something. But what I'm interested in seeing is the finished product of the mural, the chalk mural, which is just up ahead. And you really couldn't ask for a nicer evening. I mean, look at this walkway right here. Just absolutely beautiful. I couldn't have picked a better spot to spend some time than here in beautiful Toowoomba. Now I see the mural. It's just over here, and we will see if I can't share it with you. I'm actually trying to be a little bit conscientious of filming because I'm just not quite all that familiar with the laws and what have you of the land down under. But here is your mural right here, the finished product, and I will see if I can't raise the camera up a little bit and give you a nice view from up top. Let's see if I can't do that. So there you have your finished product. Isn't that something? Boy, Christy, if you're watching this, you really did a good job. Look at that. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then down here she has her, I think, the Instagram. You see? Create it art. Created art. And on Facebook it would just be all one word. Created art with a K. And I think the K, probably she gets that out of her name, Christy. Wonderful. So next week there'll be another mural. But right now I'm going to go ahead and find my way to the market and grab myself some stuff for dinner. But just as there were a lot of people down here earlier today when I was filming, you can see there's also a lot of people here, if not more people, here as the day draws to a close. So I hope you enjoyed this visit to Toowoomba's Botanic Garden and the Queen's Park here on just a gorgeous spring day in Toowoomba, Queensland, the land down under. Have a great day.